We've had multiple reports of public concern about the police response to unauthorised travellers' encampments. What is the role of the police in managing these situations?
This is an incredibly complex and emotive area. One would think it was simple, but it's not, and has been around in this force and most forces within England and Wales. What I say in the moment may not be popular, but it's nevertheless true, which is that travellers are part of community and they have the right to travel. And in terms of the Equality Act, they are a recognised characteristic and deserve the right to go about their business and their lifestyle, and the role of police is to protect them as much as other people. That, however, does not give them the legal right to trespass or to break the law, and where that is crime in action, we respond to that and work with local landowners and local authorities when it is immediate, i.e. before access to land. If it is a following day and people are there and encamped, then really that moment has passed and we move into a grey area in terms of legislation and the role of policing. Many will be aware through the media, but others, Holden Hill User Group, a long-term encampment that's been there and working over many years with local authority and local communities to find a resolution. Even now, when we see that there is a resolution to that, I have no doubt in the future, with what we're hearing from many of the people in the camp, that they won't move. We are going to face issues that certainly I've seen in other forces, which could be a public order situation. We will keep you posted on that. It is something we wish to avoid. But once there is a clear act undertaken or guidance given by the courts, then we will enforce the law similarly, impartially and fairly in terms of the landowner or local authorities. What is very clear is that within the peninsula, but across the country, there is a lack of authorised pitches for travellers, and also what's very clear that the majority, but not whole, I would accept, the majority of the travelling community want a quiet life and do not commit crime. And just because some amongst their midst commit crime, particularly in rural areas, we touched on some of the issues earlier, but also theft of quad bikes was a real issue that Devon dealt with effectively, doesn't mean one can taint the entire community with that any more that someone, if a burglar lives in your cul-de-sac, the whole of the cul-de-sac is tainted with that individual being a burglar. That may not be popular with some people listening, but if we step back and take the emotion out, that's the reality. Conversely though, our role is to ensure the law is upheld. So if it is in action that people are cutting locks, breaking gates to get access to land, and we can get there at that time, we will do all we can to stop it, deal with any issues of criminal damage, deal with issues of public order. But once the individuals are on land and settled, it is far more complex and is usually a matter for arbitration, negotiation, and eventually a matter for the courts.